Hello.
Yeah, Akash, good afternoon. Dr. Vijender speaking from YourPedia. How are you?
Good afternoon, sir. I'm fine.
Okay, so Akash, we are scheduled for mock interview of NITIE, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so are we ready with that? Akash, you know the format. There are 3 sections.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay, so we go with the first section for that is introduction section. You have 5 minutes and your time starts now.
Sir, my full name is Akash Devangan. I was born and raised in Rajnandgaon, Chhattisgarh. Rajnandgaon is famous for its historic values. The ruler of the Nandgaon was Maharaja Digvijay Singh. He was very well towards the sport. In his memory, one international hockey stadium is there. Rajnandgaon is also called Nursery of Hockey. Coming to my family, we are 4 members. My father is a lecturer. My mother takes care of home. She is also a great cook. My sister and me. I have done my schooling from Rajnandgaon itself. Then I did BTech in Mechanical Engineering from Lovely Professional University. During my college, I did 4-week industrial training from Bhilai Steel Plant. During this 4 weeks, I learned different manufacturing processes which are going on that industry. I visited different departments. I learned the working of blast furnace, coke oven battery, and etc. I also got to know about the environmental measurements which is being taken by the Bhilai Steel Plant. That is, electrostatic precipitator is being used. And also I learned different safety measurements. And I also did International Go-Karting Championship. So it is a championship in which students from different universities come to participate it with their hybrid vehicles and with some innovations in it. So during this project, I learned many things. I learned the team management because in my team we were 20 people. If some problems occur, we discuss with ourselves and try to finalize those and try to get the solution. And also I learned the time management because at some part of time we were running behind the schedule, but after doing hard work, we were finally able to complete the project. And my final year project was Kinetic Energy Recovery System, which is flywheel based bicycle. Sir, as you all know, during braking, a lot of heat energy is released in the form of friction in the environment. So instead of wasting that energy, we can utilize this energy and we can store it in some other form in the flywheel. So we can store this energy in the form of kinetic energy in the flywheel, and we can utilize this energy after some time. So it basically works on the principle of first law of thermodynamics, that is, energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. It can be transformed into one form of energy into another form. The main motto of doing this project was for the labor people, because these people come from the different villages every day to do their work. They travel 18 to 20 kilometers to and fro, and some of them are even elder people. So it is very difficult for them to travel this much distance. So we considered them and made this project. And as this project is very economical and it is also environmental friendly and it can be manufactured easily, so we completed this project. And talking about my extracurricular activity, during class 10th, I was district topper. Because of this success, I got a chance to represent India on international platform in Japan in 2012. It was a cultural exchange program. I learned the hard work and punctuality from the Japanese people. And because of the good marks in class 12, I got a scholarship from my university throughout my engineering. And I also participated in chess championships and participated in youth marathon, and I also attended yoga sessions. And my hobbies are yoga only, because yoga keeps me motivated all the time. It makes me focus towards my goals. And also I do running daily for my physical fitness, and playing chess makes my analytical skills better. Yes, thank you.
That's one.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Akash, now we go to next section. I think Mr. Gulani sir will take you to that section.
Okay, Akash. I will read out 3 topics to you, and you are supposed to identify 2 of them, and you have to speak for 2.5, maximum 2.5 minutes on each topic. Okay.
Yes.
So the 3 topics to you are: first one is ban on single-use plastic.
Okay.
Second one is responsibilities of citizens in COVID-19 shutdown.
Okay.
Third one is Swachh Bharat Mission is only a slogan.
Okay.
So let me know the 2 topics on which you want to speak.
Sir, I'll choose the second and third topic.
Second and third topic.
Yeah.
Okay. So you will start with the responsibilities of citizens in COVID-19 shutdown. Your time starts now.
Sir, as we all know, we all know the current situation all over the world. The COVID-19 pandemic has spread all around the world. It has started from the Wuhan city in China, and because of the globalization, it spread all around the world. So the responsibility of the citizen of every country comes into play, because as we all know, this COVID-19 pandemic can be spread by the contact with the people. If you come in contact with the people who is already infected, then there's a very much chance that you will also get infected unless your immunity is better. So the major roles come from the citizens. So also the government has played very important role by applying the lockdown, because it will reduce the it will increase the social distancing between people, and because of the social distancing, the people will not come in contact with each other, and because of this, the chances of the coronavirus spread will be decreased. Sir, as we know that this coronavirus, we can take an example. Suppose one person is infected. He comes in contact with many persons. If there is no lockdown, then the many persons will get affected. They will not know that they are affected. And from those many persons, they will affect many more. So it would have been devastating pandemic because of this. But because of this lockdown, people are taking good care of themselves by isolating themselves in the house and locking themselves down in the home. So they are protecting all the country and even the citizens. So they are protecting them, and by doing social distancing, we will be able to restore this COVID-19 pandemic. And the second topic would be the Swachh Bharat.
Swachh Bharat Mission is only a slogan. Okay. So start now.
Sir, in 2016, the government of India has launched one mission, that is Swachh Bharat Mission. According to this Swachh Bharat Mission, the main focus of the government was to make proper sanitation and making toilets in the villages as well as in the cities. But as we all know, because of this no sanitation, lots of diseases can occur like cholera, diarrhea, etc. But government has known this problem, and they came up with the Swachh Bharat Mission. And according to different data, that 75,000 community toilets have been made, public toilets have been made, and 15,000 school toilets have been made in the Swachh Bharat Mission. So I think Swachh Bharat Mission is really doing a great work. It is not just a slogan. It is improving the way of living the people from the villages. Sir, this mission was launched in 2014. After 5 years, in 2019, that was the 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. So in 5 years, the government had said that the Swachh Bharat mission will be completed, but it is also going on right now, and we have to do a lot also in this way. And there is one competition going on with regard to Swachh Bharat mission, like Swachh Bharat ranking is given to different cities. So in Swachh Bharat ranking, Indore is coming number 1 always, and in one from Chhattisgarh, Ambikapur is also from Chhattisgarh, which came second in number. So it created one competition between cities that which city will be cleaner. So I think Swachh Bharat mission is really a great move by the government for the cleanliness and for sanitization program. Okay.
Okay. So
Yes.
completed?
Yes.
Okay. So I think we can move on to the next section.
Okay, so Akash, this third section, as you know, is made up of your technical engineering background and industrial engineering background section. So what is your background? You are from mechanical engineering, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I give you 3 topics. You can write 3 topics and you can speak
Okay.
on any one of them. So first topic is
Yes.
product management versus project management.
Okay, sir.
Product management versus project management. Second topic is general manager versus project manager. General manager versus project manager.
Yes.
Third is internal combustion engine versus external combustion engine.
Okay, sir.
Okay, done. Now you can choose any.
Sir, I will choose first and third.
Okay, that is product management and project management. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Sir, first of all, management, it consists of 5 parts, that is planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling of human efforts to get one optimum output. Sir, if we talk about the product management, in this the manager will be assigned jobs according to the product. He will go to the market. He will ask the customers that what are the requirements, what do you want. So he will create one task according to the requirement of the customer, and then he will develop the team, and by choosing those teams he will finally create a product. If we talk about the project management, in the project management, the product manager which gave one the product which is to be produced. So he will give the idea to the project manager, and the project manager will convert this problem into one timeline, and he will make timeline around it. He will set some goals, and according to those goals, he will give some tasks, and which should be completed within a time period. So he will divide those tasks in some parts, and so that our overall project can be completed within a given time period. Yes, sir. The second topic is IC engine and EC engine. Sir, IC engine is internal combustion engine. In internal combustion engine, the combustion process takes place inside a combustion chamber. Suppose if we talk about the engine which is in our motorcycle, that is example of IC engine. Here, the one combustion chamber is there, and one piston cylinder arrangement is there. So by compressing the required fuel and air mixture, we get from that energy only we get our desired output. But in case of external combustion engine, the energy which we obtain from the burning of the fuel will be transferred to the other elements, other working substances. Like if we take the example of power plant, here the combustion will take, the coal will be used as a fuel, and it will be ignited, and the energy will be transferred to the water, and this water will convert it into steam, and the required work can be obtained from this. So in internal combustion engine, the efficiency will be more because more of the available energy will be used in this internal combustion engine. Because as we know, in internal combustion engine, the temperature we will get will be higher, and as the temperature is higher, then the available energy will be obtained will also be higher, according to the second law of thermodynamics. And when we compare with the EC engine, the temperature obtained is much lower than the IC engine, and because of this, efficiency obtained will be less than the IC engine. And IC engine is generally used in the motorcycle and in the car, in vehicles, whereas external combustion engine is used in power plants also. So, okay, sir.
Done, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, see, let me now discuss with you the feedback of the first part. See, as far as your introduction was concerned, Akash, you almost took 5 minutes. That is good. That's a good part for this.
Yes.
But I think introduction was also good. You were talking good. You have done good practice. Have you made some kind of scripture? I mean, some kind of script you have written?
Yeah, yes, sir. I've written an abstract as well.
Now you better divide it into some structure. You know, like the
Okay.
structure can be, first part can be about you, your family background, schooling, academics, college.
Yeah.
Second can be internship and project. Third can be achievement, extracurricular. Fourth can be hobbies, interest, strong point, weak point, etc.
Yes.
And in the very beginning, you can say, good morning, sir. My name is Akash, and I will introduce myself in approximately 5 minutes, and I will divide this entire my introduction into a couple of parts. First part will be about me, my family background, my schooling, academics, and college from where I graduated.
Okay,
Second part will be all about my internship, where I've done internship, my BTech project, what was the outcome of that, conclusion. Third will be, I will be talking about my academic achievements, other achievements, and extracurricular activities in school and college. And sir, in the fourth part, I'll be talking about my hobbies, my strong points, my weak points, my interest, and maybe a little bit about why I want to come into NITIE. So, sir, I start with now my family background. So, my father is a farmer and my mother takes care of home. I have one brother, one sister. So, my basic schooling is done from my native place. तो इस पेज पे ऐसे ऐसे बोलो. It will look interesting, it will be better. बाकी सारा अच्छा है तुम्हारा, लेकिन I would like to see this in this particular format now. That is what you have to do. फाइन आकाश, बाकी अच्छे तरीके से प्रैक्टिस करो. दिस इज गुड. बाकी सब ठीक है, लेकिन इसको स्ट्रक्चर की फॉर्म में अब ले आओ. अदरवाइज ऐसा लग रहा है कि जैसे पैराग्राफ को डिवाइड करते हैं ना, 2-3 पैराग्राफ बनाते हैं. अगर तुम 2-3 पैराग्राफ मत बनाओ, सारा इकट्ठा लिख दो तो क्या ट्रबल आएगा. पता भी नहीं चलेगा प्रोजेक्ट कब स्टार्ट हुआ. ऑडियो क्लिप सुनना, ये पता नहीं चला आपने प्रोजेक्ट के बारे में बात करना कब स्टार्ट कर दिया. तो यू शुड टेक अ गैप, यू शुड टेक अ स्मॉल पॉज ऑफ 10 सेकेंड. इंडस्ट्रियल ट्रेनिंग खत्म हुआ, उसके बाद तुम पॉज ले लो कि सर नाउ आई विल टॉक अबाउट माय बीटेक प्रोजेक्ट, एंड देन यू स्टार्ट डूइंग. तो उससे लग जाएगा कि तुमने होलिस्टिकली, मतलब हाउ यू स्पीक, वो बहुत इम्पैक्ट डालेगा सुनने वाले पे, और वहां से मार्क्स डिसाइड होंगे. यस, नाउ आई थिंक सकलन. हाँ
सर, व्हाट इज एनर्जी लेवल? ठीक था.
एनर्जी लेवल वाज ओके, बट इट कैन बी इंक्रीज लिटिल बिट. बट यू आर लुकिंग काम, कंपोज्ड, कॉन्फिडेंट. लेकिन एनर्जी लेवल थोड़ा सा इंप्रूव किया जा सकता है. यस, इंटरेस्टिंग बनाया जा सकता है. अभी तुम ऐसे लग रहे हो थोड़े से जैसे बड़े सीरियस से, बैलेंस से लग रहे हो. थोड़ा सा इसको ज्यादा इंटरेस्टिंग बनाया जा सकता है, अपनी पिच चेंज करके, एग्जांपल देके कुछ ऐसा. क्योंकि लिसनर की अटेंशन अगर कैच करनी है ना तुम्हें, तो यार ये चीजें करनी पड़ेंगी. कोई एग्जांपल देना पड़ेगा, कुछ ना कुछ इंटरेस्टिंग बताना पड़ेगा, पिच चेंज करनी पड़ेगी. तभी लिसनर की अटेंशन कैच कर पाओगे, राइट? Saklani sir will give the
Okay, Akash, let me just give you the feedback about the topics on which you have spoken. You chose, first of all, I think for the first topic, that is responsibilities of citizens in COVID shutdown case, you spoke for roughly about 2 minutes.
Okay, sir.
And in case of second topic, that was Swachh Bharat Mission, you spoke for roughly about 2.5 minutes. Okay. So now let me just give you the feedback for first one. Responsibilities of the citizen in COVID shutdown. See, you started the topic, that means from the very basic, that you started from the background. That was okay, right? So that means how the situation developed. Background, that is Wuhan, say, developed and all that. But see, okay, then you moved on to the India and all that, then lockdown kind of things you talk about. But see, it was not a general topic on the COVID-19. It was the responsibilities of the citizens. Right. You were only able to talk about you were talking about this maintaining the gap and staying inside. That was all. गवर्नमेंट ने लॉकडाउन किया, उसके बाद आपने फिर उसको दोबारा बोला कि लोगों को दूर रहना चाहिए, दे हैव टू मेंटेन द सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग, एंड देन फाइनली बोला कि दोबारा जो है वो आपका अंदर रहोगे तो समथिंग दैट वे. ठीक है. इसको ये जो सोशल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है, थोड़ा सा आपको इसको हाईलाइट करना था कि सिचुएशन में जो कि आपकी डे टू डे न्यूज में आप सुन रहे हो. राइट. फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ यू वुड हैव स्टार्टेड कि हाँ देखो क्या, लेट मी जस्ट मैं रिफ्रेम करता हूँ थोड़ा सा इसको कि शुरुआत कहाँ से हुई, बिकॉज कोविड-19 सिचुएशन जो है वो वहां से डेवलप हुई. आपने बोला वहां से डेवलप हुई, दैट वाज गुड. ओके. बिकॉज फिर आप बोलते कि बिकॉज सी ये जो वायरस है इसके अगेंस्ट वी डोंट हैव एनी क्यूर और वैक्सीन नहीं है हमारे पास, एंड सिंस वी डोंट हैव एनी क्यूर, सो क्योंकि ये इन्फेक्शियस डिसीज है, so viral disease है, it can spread from the contact from one person to another, and that is what the current situation is world over. जो एक person से दूसरे person के ऊपर throughout the world जो है spread होगी, right? So with the experience of those who got infected earlier, वहां से हमें पता चला कि social distancing जो है एक इसका effective तरीका है जिससे कि हम क्या कर सकते हैं, we can prevent the spread of this disease. राइट. तो इसलिए बहुत सारी कंट्रीज ने क्या किया, सोशल डिस्टेंस मेंटेन करने के लिए उन्होंने लॉकडाउन काइंड ऑफ सिचुएशन को डेवलप किया कि बेटर है कि लोग हो सकता है उसको अगर ओपन में जाएंगे तो वो मेंटेन ना हो सोशल डिस्टेंस. तो जो बेस्ट अप्रोच जो गवर्नमेंट को लगी दैट वाज कि आप क्या करो, लॉकडाउन पे ले जाओ. राइट. सो वंस यू विल गो फॉर द लॉकडाउन देन मेजर पॉपुलेशन विल गो स्टे इनसाइड. तो एक तरीका ये था कि आपका जो है वो कॉन्टेक्ट ना बने, तो आप अंदर लॉकडाउन में है और यू आर स्टेइंग इनसाइड द होम. राइट. और दूसरा फिर ताकि अगर जो भी लोग हैं भी बीच में जो कांटेक्ट में आते हैं उनको फिर एडवाइस किया गया, यू शुड मेंटेन द कांटेक्ट व्हेन यू आर कमिंग आउटसाइड, वेदर फॉर एनी पर्टिकुलर पर्पस फॉर विच यू हैव बीन अलाउड. चाहे आप सामान खरीदने जा रहे हो, यहाँ पर वो मैसेज स्प्रेड किया गया, आप अपने आप को दूर रखो, मास्क पहनो एंड समथिंग दैट वे. राइट. तो ये तो यहाँ तक ऑलमोस्ट आधा टाइम जो आपका यहाँ निकल जाएगा कि ये जो करंट सिचुएशन है. फिर जब बात आई आपकी तो कि लोगों की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज क्या हैं, तो लोगों की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी क्या है आज की डेट में कि आप पहले तो ये है कि जो गवर्नमेंट ने नॉर्म्स दिए हैं सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग के, राइट, उसको फॉलो करो. लॉकडाउन की जो सिचुएशन है, तो अगर लॉकडाउन के लिए बोला कि आप अंदर स्टे करो तो यू शुड स्टे इनसाइड. बाहर निकलते हो तो डिस्टेंस मेंटेन करो. राइट. न्यूज है जो आप फेक न्यूज जो चल रही हैं उनके ऊपर कंट्रोल, डोंट स्प्रेड द फेक न्यूज. मेनी ऑफ पीपल आर स्प्रेडिंग दोज न्यूज आल्सो. तो ये क्या, दैट बिकम्स अ पार्ट ऑफ द दिस रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ओनली. हेल्प द फेलो सिटीजन, जो आपके फेलो सिटीजन हैं उनकी मदद करो, दोज हु आर स्टक अप बिकॉज ऑफ दिस लॉकडाउन सिचुएशन. राइट. और गवर्नमेंट के नॉर्म्स हैं उनको आप क्या करो, यू रिस्पेक्ट दोस. एंड जो बहुत ज्यादा हाईलाइट हुई है कि रिस्पेक्ट द कोरोना वॉरियर्स, दोज पीपल हु आर पर्टिकुलर इन द कॉन्टेक्स्ट ऑफ इंडिया द सिचुएशन विच हैज गॉट डेवलप, कि आपके बहुत सारे ऐसे केसेस आ रहे हैं जिसमें जो कोरोना से जो लड़ने वाले जो फ्रंट रनर्स हैं, जो सबसे आगे हैं, उनके साथ ही क्या कर रहे हैं, बहुत सारी जो सिचुएशन डेवलप हो रही है, लोग जो उनसे मिसबिहेव कर रहे हैं, ऑल दैट. सो वी शुड रिस्पेक्ट those corona warriors, whether they are doctors, those policemen or all those who are जो कि उस रिलेटेड आपकी मदद कर रहे हैं. राइट. और फिर बोल सकते हो कि दिस काइंड ऑफ सिचुएशन जो है वो इंडिया में आई. तो ये जो है बहुत ही जनरल पॉइंट्स हैं जो कि आप डेली बेसिस पे न्यूज पे सुनते रहते हो. राइट. सो दैट वे यू शुड हैव एक्सटेंडेड इट टू 2.5 मिनट्स. ठीक है. तो थोड़ा सा ध्यान दो, जो जनरल है उसको ऐसा नहीं करना बार, क्योंकि आप लॉकडाउन बोल रहे थे और मतलब उसी के आसपास घुमा रहे थे, पर आप उतने भूल गए कि आपका जो टॉपिक क्या था. आप टॉपिक भूल गए बेसिकली.
हाँ सर,
कोविड के बारे में बोलते रहे आप, बट हाँ रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी पार्ट भूल गए, क्योंकि आपने बोला क्या था रिस्पॉन्स, तो उसको बेटर है आप लिख लो, अंडरलाइन कर रहे हो क्या पूछ रहे हो, ठीक है।
ओके सर।
अब आ जाते हैं सेकंड पार्ट पे, जो कि स्वच्छ भारत मिशन है, या स्वच्छ भारत क्या था ये, स्वच्छ भारत मिशन इज द ओनली ए स्लोगन, ठीक है। इसको आप खींच पाए 3 मिनट तक। कुछ एक इसमें आपने जो है यू स्पोक अबाउट द सम रेलेवेंट पॉइंट्स ऑल्सो, कुछ एक रेलेवेंट पॉइंट्स आपने बोले भी, कुछ एक रेपिटेशन हुई भी, ठीक है। बट ठीक है, फिर भी आप उस डायरेक्शन में थे। तो फॉर एग्जांपल आपने बात की कि जो स्वच्छ भारत मिशन है दैट वाज लॉन्च इन 2014, आई थिंक शुरू में आपने 2016 कहा था शायद।
हाँ सर, वो
ठीक है, शुरू में आपने 2016 कहा, पर जब आपको बाद में ध्यान आया तो आपने बोला कि 2014 में लॉन्च किया गया था एंड 2019 तक इसका तो आपने करेक्ट किया, राइट। तो एक बात था, तो ओके यू शुड हैव स्टार्टेड एवर फ्रॉम देयर कि स्वच्छ भारत मिशन जो है वो दैट वाज ए प्रोजेक्ट लॉन्च बाय गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया इन 2014 विद एन ऑब्जेक्टिव कि आपका जो है वो क्या कहते हैं टू मेक इंडिया क्लीनर एंड मोर जो शुरुआती जो मोस्ट जो ज्यादातर फोकस था गवर्नमेंट का वो क्या था कि जो ओपन डिफिकेशन की प्रॉब्लम है इसको रिमूव करना, ठीक है। तो अगर आपने ओपन डिफिकेशन वर्ड यूज किया था तो फिर उसमें आप खींच के ले जाते, आप बोलते किसी ओपन डिफिकेशन, अब आपने बोल दिया ओपन डिफिकेशन, देन यू विल से दैट मोस्ट ऑफ द रूरल पॉपुलेशन स्टिल प्रैक्टिसेस द ओपन डिफिकेशन, राइट, एंड देयरफॉर एज यू नो the open defecation can lead to the many kind of diseases, right? And so in a civilized society, and now as the technology has advanced to a certain level, we should not go for the open defecation, and therefore government started this project with the main focus on the open defecations, and therefore initial focus was kept on the building of the toilets, right? And government did a very good job in making the toilets across the country. फिर आपने फिगर दे दिया, अभी जो फिगर है ना आपने जो दिया वो दिया आपने 75,000 जो टॉयलेट बनाए, कम्युनिटी कुछ ऐसे बोला, 15,000 स्कूल बनाए, कुछ ऐसे। ये फिगर मुझे रेलेवेंट नहीं लग रहा है इतनी बड़ी कंट्री में। 75,000 और 15,000 का जो फिगर है ना वो बहुत ही कम फिगर है। तो जहां पर आपको डाउट हो फिगर्स का तो वहां पर फिगर कोट मत करो, ठीक है। तो जैसे मैं अगर बोल दूं कि मेजर फोकस वाज ऑन द टॉयलेट्स, बिल्डिंग ऑफ द टॉयलेट्स, तो गवर्नमेंट ने क्या किया, इसको वॉर फुटिंग पे लिया एंड अक्रॉस द कंट्री जो है इवन इन द स्लम एरियाज इन द लाइक सिटीज और बाकी जो कंट्री में अक्रॉस द कंट्री टॉयलेट्स वर बिल्ट, राइट। तो एट द सेम टाइम उसके साथ ही फिर गवर्नमेंट ने एक और इनिशिएटिव लिया कि स्वच्छ भारत के अंदर ही वो एक कंपटीशन काइंड ऑफ क्रिएट कर दिया कि लाइक यू गेव द एग्जांपल ऑफ लाइक इंदौर, तो आप उसको कोरिलेट कर सकते हैं कि आपका चला तो रैंकिंग बना दी, कंपटीशन शुरू कर दिया। सो दैट वे क्या होगा, लोग ज्यादा अवेयर भी होंगे और देयर विल बी लाइक मोटिवेशन फॉर द पीपल कि उसकी सिटी जो है वो ज्यादा अच्छी परफॉर्म करे, एंड दैट वे तो एक कंपटीशन डेवलप होने से जो है ज्यादा इंप्रूवमेंट हो सकती है, ठीक है। फिर आपको थोड़ा सा इसका नेगेटिव साइड भी शो कर देते हैं आप कि देखो इवन जो उन्होंने मिशन मोड प्रोजेक्ट पे तो लिया, साथ में क्या हुआ कि जो देयर वर न्यूज कि टॉयलेट्स तो बिल्ड किए गए बहुत सारे एरियाज में बट दे आर नॉन फंक्शनल, ये बहुत सारी न्यूज आई। तो गवर्नमेंट ने बहुत ज्यादा पैसा खर्च किया बट रिपोर्ट्स आई कि वहां पर जो है वो दे आर नॉट फंक्शनल। इट मीन्स कि वो फिर हमें क्या करा, तो फिर आप ऐसे बोलते हो सी वी ऑल्सो हैव टू सी द सोशल सिचुएशन ऑल्सो, राइट, बिकॉज द हैबिट दैट द लाइक इन मेनी एरियाज ऑफ गोइंग outside for the defecation that cannot be removed just by building the toilets, ये एक दिन में नहीं जाएगी, राइट। सो वी नीड टू सैनिटाइज द पीपल, वी नीड टू एजुकेट द पीपल ऑल्सो सो दैट कि वो जो प्रैक्टिस है वो धीरे धीरे ओवर पीरियड ऑफ टाइम वो कर सकें, और उन्हें हमें प्रमोट करना पड़ेगा कि जो आपने टॉयलेट बनाए हैं वो टॉयलेट यू शुड स्टार्ट मेकिंग यूज ऑफ समथिंग दैट वे। तो इससे क्या होता है कि आपका थोड़ा सा ये कवर हो जाता है, राइट। तो पॉइंट आपके पास थे बट आपने इवन दो आपने ठीक है उसको 3 मिनट तक खींच दिया, बट फिर भी थोड़ा सा आप उसको एक और कुछ एक पॉइंट ऐड कर पाते इस सेंस में, तो दैट वुड हैव बीन बेटर, राइट।
ओके
हाँ, तो बेटर है मेरे ख्याल से आप थोड़ा सा शुरू में ही टाइम ले लिया करो, फ्यू सेकंड्स एट द स्टार्ट ऑफ जब आप बोलने लगते हो तो बेटर रहेगा, उससे क्या होगा डिफरेंट आइडियाज आ जाते हैं, राइट।
ओके सर,
ठीक है। एनी पॉइंट यू वांट टू आस्क ऑन दिस?
No, sir.
Okay, Akash. I think we can proceed to the next section now.
Yes.
Okay, so I think I think we can now go for these topics which we were talking about. 3 topics were given. आपने चूज किए थे पहला और थर्ड, प्रोडक्ट मैनेजमेंट एंड प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट। देखो इससे पहले ना आपको पता होना चाहिए कि व्हाट इज प्रोजेक्ट, व्हाट इज प्रोडक्ट, राइट। सो प्रोजेक्ट एंड प्रोडक्ट का अगर तुम्हें डेफिनेशन पता है तो तुम्हें प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट प्रोडक्ट मैनेजमेंट का डेफिनेशन भी पता लग जाएगा. सो लेट मी एक्सप्लेन. दिस प्रोजेक्ट इज अ ग्रुप ऑफ एक्टिविटीज and it is basically temporary endeavor consisting of some group of activities which are performed in particular order for attaining some objective. So project has certain objective to be completed. It is mix of some activities. Activities consume resources and these activities are performed in particular order, and project has a starting time, it has a finish time, and once it is complete, once the project is complete, what is the output? That is called product. And you give some typical example, you can give any typical example of Delhi metro also you can give. जैसे दिल्ली मेट्रो जो था वो एक प्रोजेक्ट था, उसका स्टार्टिंग टाइम था, उसका फिनिश टाइम था, उस पर कितना खर्चा लगना था, वो सब कुछ था, और जब वो प्रोजेक्ट कंप्लीट हो गया तो हमें एक प्रोडक्ट मिला विच इज कॉल्ड दिल्ली मेट्रो. सो दिस वाज प्रोडक्ट एंड प्रोजेक्ट. पहले तो ये डिफरेंस करेंगे, फिर आप बोलेंगे कि प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट इज नथिंग बट मैनेजमेंट ऑफ ऑल द एक्टिविटीज एंड मैनेजमेंट ऑफ रिसोर्सेज इन द प्रोजेक्ट. As we told, project is group of activities consuming resources consisting of people. So project management handles everything. Project management has some phases like starting is initial phase, planning phase, then scheduling phase, execution, implementation, monitoring. So all these phases are to be handled in project management. So management of all this. And the chief executive who handles this is called project manager. He might ask you about project manager also. So handling of all these things is called project management. And for better project management, certain tools and techniques are used, something like network techniques for making it easy to manage, like PERT and CPM. They are example of project management or network techniques. These are. Now, as far as the product management is concerned, product is something when baby is born. You understand? When babies are born, that is called product. Now you need to take care of that baby. You need to rear it. आप उसको बड़ा करोगे, उसको फिर पढ़ाओगे लिखाओगे, एंड देन उसकी मार्केट वैल्यू डिसाइड करोगे. सिमिलरली जब आपने प्रोडक्ट बना लिया, अब उसकी मार्केटिंग करनी है, उसको सेल करना है, उसको और इम्प्रूव करना है, तो वो सारा प्रोडक्ट मैनेजमेंट है. सो सर प्रोडक्ट मैनेजमेंट मीन्स मैनेजमेंट इन सच अ वे दैट नाउ यू कैन सेल योर प्रोडक्ट in the market. So what are the typical domain of product management, sorry. They are marketing, they are improvement, they are the basically sale, they are customer interaction and knowing the customer perspective, market survey. ये product management है. तो project management product management दोनों अलग चीज है. फिर मैंने पूछा जनरल मैनेजर एंड प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर. तो प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर ने एक्सप्लेन किया कि इट इज मैनेजर हु इज हैंडलिंग एंटायर प्रोजेक्ट. लाइक श्रीधरन साहब कैन बी said as a typical project manager who is specialist in particular project and he is handling different domains. General manager, as the name shows, he may not be specialist in particular domain or particular project. He is a general. He is taking care of general management things. So under a general manager, there can be so many project managers. So many projects may be going on in organization. So project manager is related to particular project. General manager is related to organization. So he is actually representing some organization. So if you say I'm general manager, my next question is of which organization. If you say I'm a project manager, my question is which project. And once you are doing a project, you deal with different kind of people. And project manager is for temporary duration till he is handling the project. So it may not be a regular or profile. It may not be a permanent profile. General manager, on the other hand, is a designation. It is a permanent designation. So he is basically the person of the organization and he is to take care of entire organization. And he should be expert in general managerial domains, whereas project manager should be expert in special project handling domains. Then I asked you internal combustion engine and external combustion engine. So you see internal combustion engine means when combustion as a chemical process takes place inside the thermodynamic system. Don't use combustion chamber, use thermodynamic system. You are a mechanical engineer. So when it takes place inside a thermodynamic system, it is called internal combustion engine. So to give you example of internal combustion engine, sir, example is automobiles. All automobiles, a combustion takes place in the piston cylinder mechanism, as we know. So combustion chamber is there, which is a cylinder inside which combustion takes place. So that is the internal combustion engine. But when we talk about the external combustion engine, then sir, combustion takes place somewhere else. Maybe in a there's a boiler and then there's a furnace kind of area where the combustion is taking place. And from the heat obtained from that combustion, there is a thermodynamic matter, maybe steam or gas, which actually gets that heat, and that thermodynamic matter then is supplied to the engine. So typical example is power plant. where combustion takes place in furnace, and then sir, steam, high temperature steam which is produced in boiler. So the combustion product, combustible gases, these gases are made to go in boiler, and boiler means there is a water, and then high temperature steam is produced, and that high temperature steam goes to turbine, and turbine work is done, and then condenser. So there is a external combustion engine. Now sir, internal combustion engine normally is more efficient than external combustion engine. Why? Because in internal combustion engine, heat can be supplied at higher temperature. Hence, if we say our scooter can be more efficient than power plant of NTPC because of high available energy present in that particular heat energy which we are supplying. Internal combustion engine can be of small size, but normally external combustion engine are of large size only. There is a reason we say that. Internal combustion engine can be made on reciprocating mechanisms, whereas external combustion engine normally are made on rotary mechanisms, something like turbine, shaft, rotor, so runner, blades are mounted on the shaft, something like that. So this way you can tell the difference. अब देखो मैंने जो आंसर दिए हैं ये क्लिप तुम्हें मिलेगा आकाश, ये जो मैंने आंसर किए हैं इनको इस डायरेक्शन में सोचो तो आपको बड़े आराम से, बड़े कंफर्टेबली, यू आर नॉट टू रश. मैंने ऐसी कोई चीज नहीं बोली जो तुम्हें नहीं आती थी. आप सुनोगे ध्यान से जाके तुम्हें पता लग जाएगा कि हाँ यार ये चीजें तो मेरे को सारी आती थी. इट्स ऑल अबाउट हाउ यू पुट इट. तो व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन मी एंड यू इज, मे बी आई एम अ टीचर, तो आई हैव अ प्रैक्टिस ऑफ टीचिंग इन स्पीकिंग. यू आर अ स्टूडेंट, मे बी यू हैव मोर नॉलेज देन मी, बट आपने वो प्रैक्टिस नहीं है बोलने का, तो उसकी वजह से वो चीजें रुक जाती हैं, आती नहीं है. सो नाउ व्हाट टू डू विद इन दिस शॉर्ट स्पैन ऑफ टाइम नाउ व्हिच इज लेफ्ट, वी हैव टू प्रैक्टिस मोर एंड मोर, वी हैव टू स्पीक. तो अपना जो मॉक इंटरव्यू आपने दिया है एंड लर्न फ्रॉम अदर मॉक इंटरव्यूज आल्सो. वी आर गोइंग टू हैव मॉक इंटरव्यू मेनी स्टूडेंट्स इन कमिंग कपल ऑफ डेज, 2-3 डेज. तो सारे सुनो, उसमें आपको कंसेप्ट बिल्टअप हो जाएगा. जैसे सकलानी सर ने आपको कुछ टॉपिक्स दिए, इंडस्ट्रियल इंजीनियरिंग के टॉपिक्स हमने डिस्कस किया आपके साथ. तो नेक्स्ट कपल ऑफ डेज में लेट्स सी, वी हैव मोर देन 50 मॉक्स अपलोडेड ऑन यूट्यूब. सारे सुनो, उसमें सारे टॉपिक आपके तैयार हो जाएंगे. और कुछ आकाश, यू वांट टू से समथिंग?
नो सर.
ओके, चलो तैयारी करो इसकी. बाकी इंट्रोडक्शन वाला पार्ट अच्छा था, बाकी जो मैंने बताया उसी डायरेक्शन पे एक्टिविटी करेंगे. ओके, थैंक यू.
ओके आकाश.